Hello 8th standard students, it's my immense pleasure to meet you all once again. Yes, let's move on to the today's topic. Today's topic is Geography, lesson number 1, representation of geographical features, and this is part 1. We'll meet you soon, part 2. Okay. First of all, what does mean by geography? What does mean by geography, children? Geography is nothing but Geo, G-E-O. Geo means earth. Geo means earth. And graphy. What does mean by graphy? Graphy is nothing but to know about something or to study about. So, geography, which means to study about the earth or to know about the earth. It's a very simple meaning. Isn't it, no children? Good. Next. Content of the lesson is always, before start lesson, we have to know the content of the lesson. Let's see the content of the lesson. The content of the lesson is what is globe and what is map, atlas, the important lines of the earth, and latitude, longitude. The both are the imaginary lines. So what is latitude and what is longitude? And grid. So what is grid? And use of colors on the map. There is a specific colors to using on the map. So let's see what are all the colors. Next, contour. Contours means nothing but mountains, hills. So mountain and hills is refers contours. And types of settlements is there the three important settlements. So let's see about the types of settlement. And conventional sign and symbols, definitely children. So there is some conventional sign and symbols which are used in the map. Let's see elaborately what are all the conventional sign and symbols. And finally conclusion. So these are the very important content of this lesson. Let's go one by one. First, globe. That you know very well. What does mean by globe? Globe is nothing but it is a very small model of the earth. And also we may say this, a printed map onto a sphere. Can you looking this, children? This is known as the printed map. So that printed map onto a sphere is known as globe. And globe is very useful nowadays to locating the places and also the oceans. And next, map. Yes, what is map, children? Map is nothing but it is representation on a flat sheet of paper. So once again, what is map? Map is nothing but it representing on a flat sheet of paper. Good. So map help us to locate places such as countries, continents, districts, cities, towns, and also oceans. So elaborately, no children. So we can locate with the help of map. Good. Next, atlas. So what is atlas? A simple thing. A book of maps is known as atlas. Important lines on the earth. So few important lines on the earth. Shall we see? The 0 degree. So this is known, children, 0 degree. This 0 degree is equator. This 0 degree is, yes, this 0 degree is known as equator. This equator divides our earth into two equal parts. So equator divides our earth into two equal parts. So this known as northern hemisphere and this down part is known as southern hemisphere. So equator divides our earth into north hemisphere and south hemisphere. And next, this is known as 23.5 degree north. 23.5 degree north, Tropic of Cancer, and 66.5 degree north is known as Arctic Circle, and 90 degree north is known as North Pole. At the same thing, this 23.5 degree south is known as Antarctic Circle, and 66 degree 66.5 degree south is known as Antarctic Circle, and 23.5 degree south, Tropic of Capricorn. 66.5 degree south, Antarctic Circle, and 90 degree south, South Pole. So these are the very important few parallel lines, or we can say the latitudes is known as here. It's just mentioning here. So once again children, 0 degree equator, 23.5 degree north, Tropic of Cancer, whereas 23.5 degree south, Tropic of Capricorn. 66.5 degree north, yes, Arctic Circle. 66.5 degree south, Antarctic Circle, and 90 degree north, North Pole, and 90 degree south, South Pole. So these are the few imaginary lines, like we can say the parallel lines is known as latitudes. Yes, next, latitude and longitude. So what is latitude and what is longitude? So it's nothing but latitude, the lines. So already we know that latitude and longitude are the imaginary lines or கற்பனை கோடுகள் அப்படினு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா. ரெண்டுமே வந்து நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம் அப்படினா கற்பனை கோடுகள் அப்படினு தான் சொல்றோம். So these both are the imaginary lines, and latitude, a lines which passes from the west to east is known as latitude lines. So look at here children. So these are also known as parallel lines. ஒன்றோட ஒன்று வந்து இணையா போயிட்டு இருக்கும். So இணை கோடுகள் அப்படினு சொல்வாங்க. These are known as இணை கோடுகள், அதாவது parallel lines அப்படினு சொல்வாங்க. At the same time, look at here longitudes. So how it is? Yes, the lines which passes from the north to south. Passes from the north to south. So this is known as longitude. So latitude and longitude. Latitude lines, a lines which passes from the west to east, whereas a line passes from the north to south is known as longitudes. So latitudes and longitude, and also the important thing is most the two lines are called imaginary lines. The very important topic is grid. Can you say what is grid children? Yes, I'll explain what is grid. Now you have very clear in that latitude and longitude, isn't it now? So what is latitude? Yes, latitude, a line which passes from the west to east. And what is longitude? Yes, the line which passes from the north to south. Now what is grid? Yes, the line whereas intersecting a point or a place, intersecting the latitude and longitude, the lines of latitude and longitude. Intersecting, what does mean by intersecting? ஒன்றை ஒன்று வெட்டுதல். So latitude and longitude இந்த ரெண்டு ஒரு இடத்துல மீட் ஆகும் இல்லையா. So that point or that place is known as grid. Yes, I'll show here children. So here the lines of latitude and lines of longitude. So we can say this lines of longitude, and the parallel lines is known as latitude. So whereas the lines are intersecting, so எங்கெல்லாம் வந்து இந்த ரெண்டு lines வந்து meet ஆகுதோ, so இந்த இடத்தை நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்லலாம் அப்படின்னா this intersecting point is known as grid. So a point or a place whereas lines of latitude and longitude are intersecting is known as grid. Good. Next, use of colors on the map. Already I told no children there is a few colors which is using on the map. Let's see what are all the colors. So first, yellow color, that we know that yellow color always represents on the map cultivable lands, plateaus, deserts and also plains. So these are the things which represents in the yellow color on the map. And next green color, the greeny areas, பசுமையான இடங்கள். எதெல்லாம் நம்ம பசுமையா நம்ம வந்து மென்ஷன் பண்ணுவோம் மேப்ல? Yes, definitely forest area and lowland area. So green full area. So that lowland areas are greeny areas which comes under the green color on the map. Next white color, rocky areas. Rocky areas அப்படினா என்னக்கனா, அதாவது a crops where cannot grow, எந்த இடத்துலலாம் வந்து பயிர்கள் விளைய முடியாதோ அந்த இடத்தை நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்லலாம் அப்படினா rocky areas or bad. So if you want to mention that rocky areas on the map, certainly we'll use white color on the map. Good. Next blue color. Once we look blue color, we come to know that blue color represents, yes, all the water bodies. Yes, all the water bodies such as we can say the rivers, oceans, lakes, everything comes under the blue color. So if you want to mention water bodies on the map, definitely we should use the blue color on the map. And next brown color, contour. So brown color represents contours. What is meant by contours, children? Contours is nothing but mountains and hills is also known as contours. So நம்ம அந்த mountain hills இதுதான் நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்றோம், contours அப்படினு சொல்றோம். So உயர்ந்த பகுதிகள், contours-னா அது உயர்வான அல்லது உயர்ந்த பகுதிகள் அப்படினு சொல்றோம். So that contours, so brown color represents contours on the map. Next black color, dry streams, அதாவது வறண்ட பகுதிகள். So பாலைவனங்கள், வறண்டு போன பகுதிகள், especially we can say a crops where cannot grow also which comes under the dry streams. So எந்த இடத்துலலாம் வறண்டு போன பகுதிகள் இருக்கோ அந்த வறண்டு போன பகுதிகள் எல்லாத்தையும் நம்ம மேப்ல என்ன கலர்ல மென்ஷன் பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னா definitely we should use black color on the map. So now black color represents dry streams. Next red color. Red color, this settlements, permanent huts and settlements. So people where live together. So மக்கள் எந்த இடத்துலலாம் ஒன்றா சேர்ந்து வாழ்ந்துட்டு இருக்காங்களோ அந்த இடத்தை நம்ம மென்ஷன் பண்ணும்போது மேப்ல என்ன கலர் யூஸ் பண்ணணும்? Yes, absolutely right, red color. So red color defines, yes, settlement area. So settlements is nothing but a people where close together is known as permanent settlements, or we can mention in the red color on the map. So these are the few colors which we use on the map. Thank you very much, children, and we'll meet you soon in the part 2.
I am V. Rishikeshava. I am S. Darshan. I am K. Rutika. I am M. Ritika. I am a participator of national level chess tournament held at KSR campus.